Alright, so I'm coming back from watching the Redskins and the Rams game, and I don't know how I'm managing to... I don't know how I'm doing this, but I love you guys, man. I have a passion for commentating, and I'm sitting here right now. Now, the point of this video, obviously we're in Ultimate Team, but if you guys actually connect your fantasy football in Madden, so if you have a fantasy football team on NFL.com and you actually log in by Madden, because there's a feature on Madden 13, it's called Fantasy Football. So you go in there, you log into your team, just play around with it, add players, just go on there. And this is obviously, we didn't do the draft yet at this point, that's why you see all these players on my list. But once you play around with it, you go back to your Ultimate Team menu, and you see that I have a pack available, so I'm going to go ahead. And this is actually pretty cool. I mean, you have nothing to lose. Just activate your fantasy team. Even if you just go make a random fantasy team, you're still gonna get this card right here. So you see one unopened pack, and if you guys don't know who's in it, you're gonna be blown away. I mean, check it out. Right off the bat, I got a Rob Gronkowski gold card, 85 overall. David Akers, 85. You have a missing kicker, or your kicker doesn't have a leg. There you go. You got David Akers and Arian Foster. Now, I don't know if these are top rated. These are obviously not top rated. Because Arian Foster obviously should be, and even Gronkowski should be rated higher, but you're not losing anything, right? So there it is. You get those 3 cards if you activate your fantasy football team. Now, a lot of you asked who's on your team, so let's get it started. My quarterback this year, with the first ever overall pick in my draft, I decided to go ahead and pick the man himself, Aaron Rodgers. Now, in our draft, we obviously get 2 different running backs. The first running back that I went with was Steven Jackson. The second running back that I went with was DeMarco Murray. This guy is underrated, and I just feel like this guy's going to do work. You guys see him doing work in the footage. This guy, I think, out of the entire roster that I'm looking at of the Cowboys, offensively, he has a lot of potential to do work this season. Those are my running backs. Now, here are 3 wide receivers that you get to pick. Now, what this is you get 3 wide receivers to start, 2 running backs to start, and 1 quarterback, 1 tight end, and a kicker. So, and also a defense. So here is one of the 3 starters for my receivers. Number 1 is Larry Fitzgerald. You can never go wrong with him. And my second receiver that I get to start is Jeremy Maclin. So we got Maclin, Larry Fitzgerald. My third wide receiver that I can start is SANTONIO Holmes. I decided to go with him. You know, it's questionable what type of season he'll have, but knowing this guy, he's powerful, dangerous, and you never know what to expect from him. Now, my tight end that I started is Antonio Gates, one of the best tight ends out on the league, so you can never go wrong by drafting him, and I'm depending on him. I'm hoping that a lot of my points comes from him. Now, my kicker is from Jacksonville. I decided to go ahead and pick Josh Scobie. He's been in the league for a while, and it's always safe to go with him on your fantasy team. Now, this year for my defense, I decided to go ahead and draft the Green Bay Packers. You got veterans on this team. You guys saw what type of game Clay Matthews is having, what type of season he's been having so far. So without a doubt, I'm pretty happy with the defense, and I'm pretty happy with the team that I have. Now, those were only the starters. And with this pack right here, I would like to thank to Elements 90, He sent me a code, and I believe this code is from the Doritos chips. So if you're hungry, go get a Doritos chips. There's a code on there. Now this guy obviously got the code and sent me a YouTube message with the code in it. So it was very nice of him. Make sure you check him out. Thanks to Elements90. Now with this code, I was able to unlock Justin Tuck, the New York Giants jersey, and their stadium. So I mean, I was blown away. It's always good to have a defensive end, a left end, obviously, a defensive player, defensive line. And I was sort of in need of one. My defense isn't that bad, but I was sort of in need of one. And what better player than Justin Tuck? I mean, you have the face mask itself that's going to freak you out. But the player that he is, his athleticism, his will to get to the quarterback, I love it. Thanks again to Elements90. And again, fantasy team, my fantasy team, I mean, it's not looking too strong, but Ultimate Team so far is looking flawless. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's your boy AntoDaBoss, and I'm outie.